What's good, fam? Y'all ain't ready for the wildest turn this Drake versus Kendrick saga just took. I'm sitting here telling you, Drake ain't just taking L's, he out here begging to get off his own tour, exposing how pressed he really is, all the leaks, all that drama floating around. Man got folk talking like we entering a whole new chapter of clownery. If you think you heard it all about Drake's sad boy energy, nah, I got new receipts you ain't seen. And best believe there's a couple of jaw droppers in here, like how that tailor-made freestyle mess with the AI Tupac vocals straight up haunted him off every platform. That's how you know this ain't just another rap beef. This is the meltdown no one saw coming. So if you stick with me, we about to break down how Drake went from industry golden boy to the entire music world clowning on this man. And fam, if you still running with OVO after this, you just love taking L's for sport. And let's start with something you can't make up. Drake going on social media, straight up letting the world know he hates touring now. Like, my man is out here counting down the days, posting up barely funny pics showing how done he is. Anybody peeped how bored he look on stage lately? It's like that energy is gone. This is the opposite of when Kendrick step out, focused, ready to shake the room, delivering art. Drake out here looking like he trying to retire in the middle of his set for real. Said he can't wait till the tour's over. Show so weak he forgetting his own lyrics. Just grinding through it like he clocking in at a regular 9 to 5. And the wild part, this ain't no accident or hard work moment. No, bro, signed so many weird deals. UMG got his masters locked up. Live Nation got him booked everywhere but his own house, so he can't even choose to stop if he wanted. Let's keep it a buck. Drake is stuck doing shows he clearly don't want to do, just flexing contracts on records instead of enjoying the craft. That's what happens when you chase that industry puppet bag. Meanwhile, Kendrick rising up, booking more iconic venues, showing love for the art every step. That's the difference between somebody doing this for the music and somebody just doing it so he got something to post. Next up, we got to talk about the wildest leak drama of the game scene yet. Drake dropping tailor-made freestyle with AI Tupac and Snoop vocals. Foolish move. Instant lawsuits flying, labels blacking out the track everywhere, and you got the whole hip-hop scene looking at you like, bruh, really? That right there is just desperation trying to look edgy, but ended up looking goofy. Tupac's estate said nope. Snoop's people started calling lawyers, and Drake had to wipe it all off, streaming before anybody could even decide if the bars were fire or trash. And the way he slid those AI voices in, that felt like the final proof he don't respect the craft anymore. Just trying to copy whatever's trendy, no ethics or real vision. Who else but Drake would think this was a W? This move didn't just get him lawsuits, it got folks speculating he never been further from his roots as an artist. Instead of pushing hip-hop forward, man out here breaking rules, dealing with threats just to make it onto a few blogs. But before he even got a chance to defend himself, Kendrick came in swinging at the Super Bowl. You watch that? The energy was crazy. Doc came out, whole world watching, and what he do? Threw a full torch on the Drake beat, performing Not Like Us, the game, basically telling the industry, I'm him, and this man Drake can't catch up. You could just feel it. Kendrick out there owning the moment, using the biggest stage possible to make sure everybody know this beef ain't just about bars, it's about who really got the people behind him. While Drake hiding online or complaining about his schedule, Kendrick proving something. Now even people who only halfway follow the scene know who the true king is, the one that can turn any crowd up no matter the beef. That takes us right into the battle tracks, and this where it get heated for real. You look at the order of shots fired in these songs, you see how Drake tried to keep up, but just ended up looking lost every time. Like, Kendrick dropped Euphoria, basically breaking down Drake's whole gimmick with surgical precision. Then, Drake drops Family Matters, thinking that's gonna turn things around. But really, all it did was pour gas on the fire because fans start picking it apart instantly, saying Drake sound out of touch, just repeating tired flows. Let's be real, when Dot dissed, you felt the conviction, you heard pain, you heard hunger. When Drake shot back, it felt like he Googled how to diss a rapper and copy-pasted half the bars. Even the memes after, bro, Kendrick's side sitting pretty, while Drake looking like he lost the manual on how to rap. And just to keep it 100, Kendrick ain't just winning in news headlines. He's got the culture and the industry riding for him hard right now. You scroll socials, every other post clowning on Drake for his tour blues or that corny leak. Industry heads saying Drake's responses look desperate, even some of his old cosigns leaning more towards Kendrick. People waking up to the formula, seeing Drake running on fumes, trying to blame Kendrick for his own fall off. Like, don't get it twisted. The public seeing the switch clear as day, and what folks really want is that authenticity, not another weak moment cooked up for TikTok or streams. Meanwhile, Kendrick steady building his legacy, dropping real art, controlling the narrative, showing what it means to be an actual artist in this game. Yo, if you rocking with the breakdown so far, drop a like right now. Show the algorithm we out here exposing these washed up industry moves. Sub up if you ain't already, cause this ride only going up, but we ain't even close to the bottom of the rabbit hole yet. So buckle up. What I'm about to lay out next gonna make everything you thought you knew about this feud seem basic. It only gets wilder. Here's where the real spiral kicks off for Drake. Now, people always been saying Drake was calculated, always about his business moves, but these days, what he calculating is how many exits he got left. After the Super Bowl flame out, the industry and the fans peeped that big contrast between K-Dot giving his all in front of millions and Drake just hanging on. The beef track slowed down, but the fallout, that's only speeding up. Every headline that pop up now has got Drake looking soft and out of pocket. Instead of dropping classics, bro spending way too much time throwing shade on IG, trying to start half-baked rumors and liking weird, indirect posts like some high schooler with a burner account. Folks out here saying it's a mental game. Bro ain't got the hunger no more, and you can hear it in the music. Every time he tries to shoot at Kendrick, the songs sound like they manufactured off of an assembly line, not something that hit your soul. The narrative been shifting. Remember when you couldn't go nowhere without hearing a Drake song on loop? Now, Big X, The Plug, Glorilla, hell even Tyler, the creator, they pushing the sound forward while Drake's drop hits don't even sit on the charts for a week. Meanwhile, Kendrick the one, bringing home the accolades, breaking records, and proving you don't gotta water down your art just to stay on top. That's the plot twist a lot of OVO stans can't admit. Drake's running on reputation, but that battery getting low. And if you look at how folks is really moving in the community right now, ain't nobody checking for Drake like it used to be. It's a new era, and the people want substance, not another pop record built for some quick viral moment. You don't gotta play chalk games when you stand on what you say. That's been Kendrick's whole angle. He don't have to drop every week because when he do it stick. They memorize the lyrics, the impact lingers. It feel like a cultural moment instead of a trendy blip. Drake been trying to adjust to all this? Nah, he just dropping more of the same, hoping the formula will work one more time. You see it in them ticking sales numbers. Watch how fast the singles slip down the playlist. The old business tricks ain't hiding the fact that the wave already left him behind. But here's where it really gets wild. Drake's whole play been to spin the problems back on Kendrick. Talking about division in hip hop like he ain't the one ringleading all the drama. He wants you to think Kendrick's some villain trying to break the culture, when honestly, K-Dot's the last real MC keeping this thing authentic. Drake and his OVO crew try to flood socials with graphs and stats, acting like the chart downturns all Kendrick's fault. But that's cap. Ain't nobody forget that every time the sound started getting tired, it matched up with Drake pumping out half-hearted TikTok bangers and pop crossovers. He set the pace for mid, and now he don't want to be held to account. They put out this whole stat about only 4 rap songs in the global Spotify 200, right? All the OVO weirdos punching the air, pointing at Kendrick, pushing the narrative like he's the reason numbers dipped. Bro, what? That's pure delusion. Go back to 2023 when Drake basically watered the charts with 2-3 projects a year, stuffing Spotify and Billboard with factory records, and hip-hop hit the lowest point it's seen. That was all Drake. All the real storytellers dipped off. The last of the legends started trying to break through again. Everybody knew what was up. The songs got shorter, the bars got weaker, and it was all to feed an algorithm that don't even care about the genre. That ain't a Kendrick problem. That's what happens when the culture get hijacked by folks chasing hits instead of meaning. And yet, even with all that, Drake want to pretend like the only way to win is by clowning on the competition. That's why his whole camp's so bitter right now. They tried to build a narrative, boost all these carbon copy rappers like Yate, IS Spies, Jack Harlow, gave randoms way too much hype thinking it'll keep hip-hop on life support. It ain't even work. Every new moment Drake try to build up, it fall apart as fast as it appear, because fans see through that now. We want something real, something classic, not just a formula you can plug into a spreadsheet. Flip over to Kendrick and the whole new era he building. Folks talking about that performance at the Vatican, Pusha T and Malice showing up with rap in sacred spaces, bringing the art all the way up, making history. Ain't nobody doing stuff like that just a couple years ago. This what happened when the fake fall off and the real get room to move. Kendrick, Tyler, even cats like Earl Sweatshirt, they don't care about chasing playlists. They're making history and the core fans ride with them. Dang right, that's the direction rap need to move in, cause we all tired of the copy paste. So the only play Drake got left, really, is this victim act we keep seeing. Blaming contracts, blaming the label, trying to act like he forced into tour life and can't escape cause of business. But if that was ever really about the music, bro would've moved different, made different deals, maybe kept his vision clear and sharp. He tried to brag about industry puppetry, and it backfired hard. The very thing he clowned others for, now he right there, looking in the mirror, can't escape what he's become. That's why the tour looks so dead, the music sounds so tired, and the stories all circle back to how miserable he is in this game he once ran. The wildest part, there's still a few superfan diehards that'll try to twist this, pretend Drake stuck in his washed narrative because he's sacrificing for the culture. Miss me with that. Real sacrifice is what Kendrick doing, breaking apart the old system, saying what need to be said, risking his bag and position so there's space for something more honest. Drake had a decade to shape up, but pride and paper left him stranded as a shell of his old self. And now that the world caught up, you see the split clear as day. One side building something legendary, breaking ground, reminding us why hip-hop matter. Other side, just running the racks on empty, hoping for nostalgia to save them. That time over. Dot just proved you can have chart success, do shows that mean something, and captivate a generation with depth, not just trends. So now, where do we go from here? All I'm saying, notice who the people trust to hold the torch. Notice which artists still get the crowd on their feet, and notice which one got to start controversy to trend for a day. That's the state of the game. Either you adapt and elevate, or your whole legacy turn into a timeline of desperate moves and bigger L's. Drake wanted to be the face of the game, but now he got to stare down the fact that what he built ain't for this new world no more. If you watch this deep, you know what's up. Drop your thoughts below. Do you really think Drake got a comeback left? Or is this his final curtain call? Who you see carrying the sound? And do you even care if Drake try to take one last shot? Or is that chapter closed for real? Hit that like if you tired of the fake wins. Subscribe if you riding with the future of the culture. And keep it locked right here for more breakdowns. They only get wilder from here. Appreciate you sticking with me. And don't forget, the next twist in this story, it might be even crazier than what we seen. Stay tuned.